Alright guys, it's finally ready. The AP2 is done. Had to replace the gash in the quarter panel. Tried cleaning up the wheels with rust remover, but not quite done yet. Put the AP1 brakes on it because I had a spare set. The driver's side rear brake caliper I had to replace. Still needs some cosmetic work. Hopefully the scratch over there on the bumper can be covered by a OEM chin spoiler, and then some pretty bad soft top patches. The new one's in the garage, but so far so good, man. Now that my BMW's out of commission, I have to daily drive this for a while, but I think I'll live. Let's see how it compares to the AP1. Definitely torquier. It doesn't quite feel as fast because it's not as extreme as the AP1 when it comes to the VTEC engagement and hitting 9,000, but I think it might be as fast, maybe a little faster. We'll have to see. My favorite streets up here. Yeah, traction control definitely comes in handy, and this car definitely wants to understeer rather than oversteer, I can tell you that. But yeah, these tires are terrible. They're Walmart tires. It had the same tires on the front when I got it, but the rear ones were cambered wrong, so there was really bad wear. Cords were showing. So a buddy of mine gave me some tires off his Civic Si. Those worked, but I wanted a match set, and I needed some money to fix some other things on the AP1, so I just bought the same ones that were on the front for the rear, in the right size, of course. And not very confidence inspiring. I also had to take the front windshield tint off, and that left some residue, but today was a really nice day. I had to just show the car off a little bit. As far as the interior, the door cards definitely give you a little bit more room. And the center console has more storage, has the better padding. So I'd say it feels a little bit roomier, a little more modern, but I mean, it's all about the driving experience. Overall, it's still basically the same car inside. Come on now, buddy, let me dig it. Let me do a pull. The steering's a little slower too than the AP1, I noticed that, but whenever I've seen stitching on the middle of the wheel here, and then you see it turning as you turn, that's roughly the way the wheels go. It's almost, I guess, what, 1-to-1, or not quite, but definitely seems to follow that line, which is kind of cool. AP1 steering definitely keeps you on your toes a bit more, but I'd feel more comfortable daily driving this car for sure. I'm gonna turn whatever way he doesn't. prefer going straight, but this is fine. Yeah, you don't have to shift at redline in third to hold VTEC in fourth. That's nice. Certainly fail high enough there. Whoa. Just wants to soar. I think with better tires, this would out-handle the AP1 with my driving skill, but I don't know. I should be putting more power into the corners. Oops. Traction control is kicking in. Definitely made a mistake with the tires. That VTEC sound though. The high flow cat and then the AFE drop-in filter, cone shape, really made a big difference in the power. It's also partly because the old cap was clogged and the filter was really dirty, not just the fact that I put in performance parts. Cleaner parts helps. Not as fast as my 3 Series, but wow, it goes. Can't wait for the K-Pro tune. I think I'm gonna raise the red line to 8,500. I've heard that's pretty safe. It's also pretty much just as exciting with the top up and the top down. The sound is a little different. You hear more of the engine, the valve train, and VTEC, the sound is, it's different the way it engages, but I think it's actually kind of cooler, the changeover. That traction controller heard something. Yeah, in the AP1 I would have had to go into second there. I was able to, or third rather. Holding second was definitely nice. Holy hell. Yeah, I'm not brave enough for that. People say the AP1 brakes are softer and have less brake dust, but I don't know. I guess I've only really used AP1 brakes. They feel good on this car. I like them a lot. No fade, no heat wobble or anything. They feel pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna rubber this way, actually. That was traction control kicking on, or ABS or something. With the top down, or top up rather, you definitely hear more of the mechanics of what's going on electronically and in the valve train. But yeah guys, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.